Hey y'all, am I sideways? Can you even hear me? Hey y'all, am I sideways? That's what I need. So, I'm gonna be making my smoothie. I want to talk about this before my meeting tonight. My cousin, I'll tag her after I didn't tag her while I was in the step. We got talking about cheating and being cheated on. Hey, how you doing? I can't necessarily see. Can you hear me? I can't necessarily see all the comments. Hey, Ray. Listen, I'm gonna do my best not to say no bad words, but one of my cousins in South Carolina told me that we need to talk about this. Hey, Sheikah. One of my cousins and one of her homegirls on her page, she posted this status. Hold on, I don't want to lie to y'all. It was the one about it was the one about why is it when somebody I'm gonna use it because most of the time it's a man. I'm not saying females don't cheat, and I'm gonna try and do this before my meeting or before my battery dies, but most of the time it's men. And when they get caught up or they trying to salvage whatever relationship they have, they'll say, she didn't mean anything to me. And Step had asked, why do guys say that? I'm going to tackle that one first. So, to give you a little bit about me and my traumas and all that when it comes to relationships. One of the guys I dated, I was in a relationship for 8 years. And 6 of those 8 years, I'm supposed to be making my smoothie and talking, but y'all know I'm probably gonna get wrapped up. But anyway, 6 of those 8 years, he cheated on me. Now, before y'all come talking about you crazy, all this other, listen, it is what it is. I was in my early 20s, and that's no excuse. You just have to know who I am. And if you know who I am, then you know why I stayed. But the man he is today, I always saw that in him. What I didn't realize in my early 20s is he was not going to be that man for me. But moral of the story, he cheated on me 6 of the 8 years we were together. I chose to stay. Every time he cheated, the first few times he cheated, he tried to make me think I was crazy. Like I was losing my mind. Females, you have what's called intuition. Trust it. Please trust it. Because it's not lying to you. You have intuition. All right? But anyway, there was a time that he got caught up. And I was like, I'm done. You got to go. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm done. And he was like, but it didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean nothing. You're home. He would always be like, you're home. And for me, I'm loving pure-heartedly. I'm loving wholeheartedly, like from the depths of my soul. Like, how the hell do you love me and you cheating on me? Because I wouldn't cheat on you, right? It just didn't make any sense to me. Well, anyway, this was the period of 2 years where after that conversation, we were good. I'm mixing my smoothie. I'm putting my celery. And y'all gonna see me mix my smoothie mix in here. But anyway, that was the 2 years he didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. We were good. He started back cheating. And it was still, it don't mean nothing to me. It don't mean nothing to me. We ended up breaking up. And years later, we talked. Right? We were able to talk it out. And I was like, how does that? And he said, listen, it was just physical. You were always home. Like, in his mind, I was home. But when you're somebody who, like, that don't make any sense because I wouldn't cheat. So I want to ask the fellas and even the girls, like, listen, I don't have a lot of people I rock with nowadays, but I used to have homegirls that cheated. Like, they was like, yo, like, I'm not trying to be tied down. They would cheat. Why do you say, but it didn't mean anything? Like, you can, when I was out there, I'm just going to be honest, you know, I thank God for growth and deliverance. When I was out there, I was like a guy, like I could detach from you real quick. But why do y'all cheat? Why not just break up with the person? Why not just say, you know what? I want to be single and I'll worry about it later. Hey, India. So, that's the first thing. Why is it that y'all say they didn't mean anything. If they didn't mean anything, why do it? If the person you cheated with didn't mean anything, then why do it? And if it is just for the physical pleasure, I believe in communication. And so those that know me, I've dated guys, and even some of my homeboys have told me that I'm too truthful. To me, there's no such thing as being too truthful. Be straight up with me. Don't take my choice away from me. Now, you ain't got to worry about me sharing nobody with you now, nothing like that. But if you wanted more than one girl, just say I want more than one girl. Like, don't take that choice away. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to know is, you know, when I look back on it, do I regret staying with him for 8 years and him cheating on me 6 of those 8? No. Yeah, I got some things that I'm working on. Hey, Ash. Yeah, I got some things that I'm working on in therapy. But he taught me a lot. Like, he taught me a lot. So, although I didn't like the heartache and the pain of being cheated on, what he did teach me, I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't replace that. So no, I wouldn't do it. But what I want to know is now, like I'm 42. Well, I'm about to be 42. There's no way in hell you gonna cheat on me and I'm gonna stay. Like, it's a wrap. But I can tell you from somebody who did stay, somebody who did see that person's heart. Hey, Viv. And he is a great man. But would you stay if somebody cheated on you? Like, and I'm just going to be straight up. Single people don't want to hear this if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but if you're not married, you single. Ain't nothing. See? Ass say she ain't staying. Like, you cheat, you got to go. So, and I'm being honest. Like, I know it's different for married people. I know, you know, you build stuff. Hold on, y'all. I know you building stuff and you may have kids and houses. So do you stay as a business arrangement? And understand, speaking to somebody who, and I need y'all to understand, being cheated on 6 times is one thing. Being cheated on for 6 years out of 8 is a whole nother. Like 75% of the time we were in a relationship, I was getting cheated on. And like, a couple of the times he cheated, I believe that they didn't mean nothing. I could believe that. There was a couple of them I didn't, but because my heart, me seeing who the man he really was, the man he ended up being, I kept giving it a shot. What I didn't realize at such a young age was he wasn't the shot for me. So anyway, this was my cousin Steph wanted me to do this live, and I told her I would do it. And I want to hear from people of all ages. I want to hear from married folk. I want to hear from, even if you boyfriend, girlfriend. Even if you boyfriend, girlfriend, but listen to the words that's coming out my mouth. If you boyfriend, girlfriend, you single. Like, I mean, you're not single. It's still being cheated on, but in the eyes of the law, you single. Okay. But, yeah, that was it. That was just the purpose of this. I need to know for the guys guys and girls. Let me not discriminate, because I know some girls who are savage. They are savage and they'll eat you guys alive. But why is it when you cheat, one of the first things out your mouth was they didn't mean nothing to me though? Because for me, talking to somebody who did have I call it a man's mentality, who did have an animal mentality, there was a period of time in my life, like, I didn't care nothing about that. Like, it was the physical, and it was bye, peace, deuces, don't they? We ain't eating breakfast, we ain't cuddling, and I'm a female, so I'm talking to anybody who has cheated. If you have ever said, but they didn't mean anything, it's you. Why'd you cheat in the first place then? Like, why'd you cheat in the first place? Did you really feel like the person you were with couldn't satisfy you physically? Was it an emotional type thing? Like, why'd you do it? That's not my lane. So I can't speak on that. I can only speak on the side of the person who got cheated on. And I was told that. But after we talked years later, he was just, he was like, that was him. Like, he was really one of those dudes that it was just booty for him. It was nothing else. It meant, and he said that to me. I'm going to tell you, just being honest, like, I'm flashing back a little bit. There was this one chick. She may have started out being just booty and ended up being just booty. But in the middle, I think he cared a little bit. Because that man didn't spend his money on too many people. I need you to understand. He ain't spent his money like that on too many people. But I remember she got a Christmas gift one year. Y'all, listen. Now, some of the things, when I look back on things like that, I was like, you a dummy, why'd you stay? But like I said, the overall, out of the 8 years, what I learned from him, it trumps that. It trumps that. Because at the end of the day, he wasn't for me anyway. It was like we were forcing it anyway. Hello. You know, Ash, I would believe that. I would say that, but you know, mine came back and did that. So I get that. That's why I was like, I want to know. So, because that's how I used to feel in the beginning. And I don't know, like, maybe I'm not gonna be a cheater. Like, that's not my lane. Like, I'm gonna be. Let me tell y'all how I know I'm not gonna be a cheater. I broke up with a dude because I knew I was gonna end up cheating on him. Like, and it wasn't he has made somebody he is going to be a great husband, a great man. But at that point in time in my life, y'all, I need y'all to understand, I was savage and I would have broken any man that got close to me. And it wasn't on purpose because my heart is a pure heart. I was dealing with my own demons back then. And so my vice was alcohol and sex. Like, so that's how I dealt with my mental health issues. So that it wasn't fair to him. And he kept saying he could deal with it. No, y'all. You know, looking back on it now, he said, nah, he couldn't have dealt with it. Because he couldn't have. Like, because he was too good of a person. But I don't understand why cheat. Like, I need somebody, male, female, old, young, black, white. I really don't care. I need y'all to share this video. This isn't anything even, like, I don't have to know all your business. But if you have some insight, if you know people that cheat, if you've been cheated on, like, why cheat? Like, and once again, if people come, we ain't gonna be disrespectful on my page. So if you feel like cheating is just the way to go, and I ain't talking about open relationship. If you and your partner got an open relationship, that ain't cheating. That's y'all doing what y'all do. I'm talking about if man A and female B are in a relationship, and see, Ash, that's me. I'm all about let's be upfront. And I'm about let's be upfront no matter whose feelings it hurt. You know how many times my feelings have got hurt? But I want you to tell me the truth because I'm always going to tell you the truth, right? So if man A is in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, don't matter. Because although boyfriend, girlfriend is single, if y'all are in a relationship, thank you. If y'all are in a relationship and you're committed to each other, stepping out is cheating. So man A, female B, they're together. They ain't agreed they gonna see nobody else. They do everything together. Let's even say they even got their own places. He got his place, she got hers. But if y'all have not agreed that y'all are gonna see other people, it's not okay for man A to have female C come spend the night with him. It's not okay for female B to have man D come spend the night with her. Like, that's not okay. That's cheating. So if you feel like, once again, I personally, like, just, that's the only time I've ever been cheated on. And my gut always knew. Like, he used to call me a private investigator. And let me tell you, let me back this up. Y'all, I used to check mileage. The reason I don't have time for BS, the reason, like, that was it. I used to check mileage, y'all. Mileage. Like, I knew how many miles it was from the house to the job. The only one, a few places. Like, I knew. I checked mileage. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's a job. That's a full-time job. Not doing that. I ain't trying to be nasty or nothing. I knew what that man sounded like, what his pee sounded like after he ejaculated. Let it not sound like the Atlantic Ocean. Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? And he would call me a private investigator. So I want to know why I cheat. Listen, Ash, it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was so not healthy. So not healthy. At all. At all. But that's where I was. I chose to say that's what I chose to deal with. And I'm gonna mix my smoothie up. But I want y'all to hear me. So that's it. I just want to know why cheat. Why? Why not just be straight up with the person and say, I want to see other people. You're not satisfying me physically. Because if you're all adults, let me go on and say this. If the reason you're cheating, whether you're a male cheat, whether you're a guy cheating or a girl cheating, if the reason you're cheating is for the physical, then if you can't go to your partner and say, listen, I don't like when you do this, or I prefer you do that, or how about we try this? Hey, Quilla. Hey, Shaquilla. So if you can't go to that person and express what you like physically, y'all ain't got no business having sex. You're not an adult. You're not. That's the first thing. I'm not saying you're not an adult if you cheat. I'm saying if you cannot relay your wants, your desires, your needs, your dislikes, your like, if you cannot express that to the person that you're sleeping with, y'all have no business having sex. So that's the first thing. So maybe that's why people cheat. And I just want somebody. Listen. I'm just being honest. I need y'all to share this. I'm being so serious. I need y'all to share this. Because I want people to comment. I want guys to comment. I want girls to comment. I want married people to comment. Engaged people to comment. Single people to comment. If you have cheated. If you are cheating. If you've been cheated on. Because these are questions we really want to know. Like, we really want to know. And yes, I am going to admit that was a very unhealthy relationship to be checking mileage and stuff like that. Hey, Kyla, baby. But, I don't know. And let me tell you, this man used to tell me all the time, when you go looking for stuff, you'll find it. When you go looking for stuff, you'll find it. When you go looking for stuff, you'll find it. I didn't have to go looking. Once again, females, let me remind you, from the beginning of the live to now, you have this thing called intuition. And I'm not talking about insecurity. Intuition and insecurity are two totally different things. He used to try and make people think I was crazy. He was like, she insecure. Nah. Facts. Not insecure. Like, I wasn't insecure. I just knew it wasn't right. Like, he had, y'all, you know, if you're a female, even if you're a male, because I've got homeboys that know they girls. If you're with somebody and you're in tune with them, if y'all's energies are synced, like y'all are just that vibe, like you know them. Let me tell you, it took him years to get on the same energy and wavelength that I was to where I knew him. But because of who I am, how God created me, like that's who I am. That's how I tell y'all, I'm an energy person. And people want to know why I don't rock with a lot of people, because I can't vibe with y'all's energy. I'm an energy person, and I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just saying our energies are not, that's guys or girls, that's what we are right there, So, but this dude would tell me that I was insecure, and it's not. I knew his schedule. Like, anything outside of that schedule, what's up? What's up? Like, what's up? And it would have me thinking I was crazy. No. And he drove me crazy. Let me tell you something. My doctor told me, he was like, yo, that dude really messed with you. A lot of my anxiety came from that relationship. I had depression and anxiety before him, so I cannot put that on him. That came after, depression came after my daughter. Anxiety came with that relationship with him, and it just continued to escalate and everything. But ladies, even guys, if you know your spouse, like, what's that Tyler Perry movie, y'all? What's that? Why Did I Get Married To? When Tyler Perry he knew that day she came home. You know the person that you're with. If you're really into that person, you know them. So you know when something is different. You know when they're having a bad day. You know when they don't feel good. You know when they doing ish they ain't got no business. Like, you just know this. Like, you know. I knew. And I would ask him. Now, once again, I take the blame for staying. I'm not faulting that man for cheating, because, you know, the first time, that was on him. The second time, if I'm trying to be a butthole and really throw the blame, that's on him. Every other time after that was me, because of what I chose to accept. So ain't none of that. That's neither here nor there. I want to know why I cheat, though. Just say, and I would ask him. I told him when we started dating, if you don't ever want me, or if you feel you want somebody else, just be straight up and tell me, because I'm going to tell you. Now, let me tell y'all a quick story. I got a meeting, but y'all know I'm all about stories. There was this one dude, we had a neighbor, and he moved in with his girl, his mom, and his girl's mom, and his girl's brother. He was paying all the bills. Right? And I'm going to be straight up with you. I paid all the bills in my house, minus the power bill and water bill. This man worked, but that, once again, that's neither here nor there. I felt like I needed to still provide a house. Hey, Kim, I felt like I still needed to provide a house for me and my child, so that's what I did. Either way. Anyway, I went home one day and took a nap. My window upstairs was open, and I woke up, and I could hear them out there talking. Back in the day, I used to be in the real loud music, so I had speakers, and I would get cars and put speakers in my car. Listen, don't judge me, judge your mamas, all right? I was about systems. I was that girl. I cared about rims and systems. Anyway, dude next door, hey, he knew how to put systems in. So I had my speakers, and he was like, I'll wire them up for you. So anyway, while I was asleep, my boyfriend at the time and neighbor dude, I could hear them down there talking. So I'm looking out the window, and of course they not looking up, they just looking. They talking. And I heard him say, how much y'all's rent? And dude I was dating was like, I don't know. And he was like, what you mean you don't know? He said, I don't know, Tasha pay that. And he was like, you don't know how much it is? And he was like, nah. He said, I pay the water bill and the power bill. He said, you work, right? He said, yeah. He said, man, he said, ain't she in school? He said, yeah, she in school. She got 2 jobs. She is, at that time, I had 2 jobs. Before we moved from there, I had 6. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, he was like, yeah, she got 2 jobs. She in school. And he was like, she be cheating? And he was like, nah. He was like, she club? He was like, nah. He said, you say she work, right? He said, yeah, she got 2 jobs. He was like, ain't no way in hell. He said, what you mean? He said, my girl don't work, her mama don't work, nor do her brother work. I take care of all of them. He said, but, hey, Barbara, he said, but that's because I love my girl. She pregnant, and it is what it is. That's how I was raised. So that's what I'm going to do. He was like, ain't no way. I come home and rub Tasha feet every day. Can I tell y'all, because I know my dude, he didn't say a word. I didn't even see his face. I saw his body language shift. And he said, what you talking about? And he said, man, listen, I'll take off your hands if you don't want it. He said, you don't want it. He said, because she get that acting crazy. He said, she probably get that acting crazy because you in them streets. And he said to him, he said, but they don't mean nothing. And he said, man, you stupid. He was like, you ain't got to worry about fixing her car. I ran downstairs real quick. I was like, what y'all doing? He was like, nothing. I told him you ain't got to worry about putting your speakers in. I said, yes, he do. Y'all, let me tell you something. Guys know when they have a good thing. They just don't want nobody else to have it. They just don't want nobody else to have it. After that, he didn't really want me and neighbor dude talking. It was never a problem prior to then. And keep in mind, to this day, he still didn't know that I had ever heard that conversation. But I heard it with my own two ears. Ladies and men, always know your worth. And it's not that I didn't know that I was a good person. I just really wanted to be with him. Like, I wanted to be with him. I wanted to be with him. Nah, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Once again, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from him. And I wouldn't trade it, but I also wouldn't tell anybody else to stay with nobody for no daggone 6 out of 8 years that you get cheating on. Hell to the no, don't do that. Let that go. But anyway, I gotta go to my meeting. I need y'all to share this video. Please share this video. I don't care who see it. I don't care what city you from. I don't care what country you from. If you don't speak English, it can translate it. We, not I, we need answers. The men who genuinely love need answers. The women who genuinely love need answers. If you've been somebody that's been cheated on, if you are a cheater, if you've been a cheater, if you're currently being cheated on, why do people, guys or girls, say when they cheat and they get busted, but they ain't mean nothing? Why? That's the first question. We need that question answered. Any suggestions? Don't disrespect. I just want to know. Second question is, if you are cheated on, do they get a second chance? Because the only time I've ever been cheated on, I was in an 8-year relationship and I got cheated on 6 out of those 8 years. I chose to stay. Not him. I chose to stay. That's me. Wouldn't do that no more. Like, if you go back and watch, you'll hear some of the things I used to do in that relationship. That was toxic as hell. Toxic as hell. Wasn't so much physically. Listen. Hey, Sherry, I'm just saying. I want to know. So share this video. Like, we really want answers. We really need answers out here in these streets. And y'all think about some other stuff. Message me some other stuff. And I'll get a set time we could talk, or maybe even do a group, because y'all know I can get real rowdy and yah. But I got a call. Gotta finish making my smoothie. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And I wanted to talk about this because my cousin Steph had asked about it. And a lot of people, they don't know that I was cheated on like that. So I figured I'd share it. So females, guys, you're cheated on. Hey, thank you for tuning in. You'll come out of it. But I'm telling you, it's not healthy. So me choosing to stay and the things that I did, like, that wasn't necessarily healthy. I forgave him a long time ago. Like, I learned a lot. The guys after him would tell me, yo, you act like a dude. Listen, you only saying I act like a dude because I know your moves before you, because I was with the best. Like, the only reason he would get caught is because I'm in tune with who I am, and I knew. Like, and I checked mileage. And I knew what your piece sounded like. But hey, you got to go back and see and hear that whole story. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all had a productive day. I hope y'all had a great day. And yeah, if you want to get healthier, you know I'm all about that. Y'all know I'm all about mindset. That relationship changed my life. Like, all jokes aside, that relationship changed the trajectory of my life and how things panned out for me. And through the good and the bad that came while I was in it and after it, I am grateful for it because it made me who I am today. So I'm big on mindset. Y'all want to know why I talk about affirmations and things like that and speaking life? It's because at one point I didn't care about living. All right. So yeah, that's it. That was it. But anyway, if you want to be healthy, if you want to know some ways to get out of your rut, if you deal with depression, if you deal with anxiety, message me. I'm going to be doing a class, and just so y'all know, it's a heads up, put your $17 back. It's $17. $17. And it's not even a class. It's going to be a lot. And I'm not even sure how many people I'm going to cap it at because I want to be able to answer questions. But it's going to be about 45 minutes maybe, and I'm probably gonna do an hour, so I could do a Q&A for about 15 minutes. But $17, put it back. Not sure what date I'm gonna do it yet. But we're gonna talk about mindset, and we're gonna talk about some of the reasons females, especially, and especially single mamas, why they deal with depression and anxiety. Yeah. But anyway, Y'all have a good evening. About to fix my smoothie. Share this video. I done said it a million times and I'm going to say it again. Share this video because y'all can reach people that I cannot. And we need to get these questions answered, or at least get some input from the guys, the girls, the black, the white, the old, the young. We need to know why when you cheat and you get busted, you say, but they didn't mean nothing. And if you were to get cheated on at this point in your life, whether you're 20 or whether you're 60, whether you're single or whether you're married, if you were to get cheated on, are you done or do they get a second chance? All right. Share this video. Y'all have a good evening. Check me out my stories.